and he could find a way to turn a ship into an airship.
Sorry, a cash. I only have a coin.
Jesus Christ. All right, pups, welcome back to I Am Setsuna. We're back in Gatherington, and we're gathering some Sprite Night.
Gatherington together.
Yep.
We're back in Gatherington together to gather our stuff.
Yeah?
Back in Gatherington together to gather.
Oh, okay. I was focusing on the melody. I was just like, is this a parody? Or
I don't know.
La-da-da-dee?
That was just my little sing-songing. Da-da-da-da-da.
That's cute. I want it laminated.
I want it laminated.
Put it on an album. Make it aluminum.
Oh my god. You said that and the dog just howled in the background.
No. I don't want that part of the background music.
Wesker's working his way back up the steps.
Buddies. All right, what we got here? Okay, I think that's good enough for me. All right, so in the last part, we made it to the last lands, and it's like, well, how do we get over there? We need a ship. And then shit went down because Eterna vanished.
Yes.
Literally, she just up and vanished. And Julian got fully possessed by the Dark Aura.
And wandered off
and
into
wandered
the forest.
Yep. She said, leave me. So now we're going to check on Sayagi, who was a previous sacrifice and a master healer. We're going to see if she can heal Julian once and for all.
Julian needs to get her shit together.
Yeah. We've cured you twice. Why are you still getting
possessed?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You're still showing some side effects.
You just looked down at her.
Yes.
She sat down and looked at you and you just
Well, you got eyeballs on you yourself.
I know. Bubbers! Come here, boy.
Our pets are eyeballing us this morning.
Aw, come here, my boy. My son. My little adopted doggy. Oh, I got 2 hands. I can pet them both. Ha ha.
Wonderful.
Did he have a big scythe?
It's like, there is someone on the mountains. Did you encounter him? Did he have a scythe? That's the only guy that's been stalking us.
What is this, pups?
Oh, okay, we know this man. Constantly tutting. That's a cash.
Tut, 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 tut.
Yep.
I think it might just be a mole.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want him to have a tick.
Yeah. Apparently Lyme disease is really catching up lately.
Yeah. My manager was bit by a tick. And she had it sent in to be looked at, and apparently it was a carrier of Lyme's.
Oh, geez.
She went through all of her all the things that you have to do when you get bit by a tick, but she's gonna be under close watch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really picking up this season. That's that damn deer.
Yeah.
I blame the deer. Eyeballing me is just like,
oh my god, that was so funny. No, she looked terrified. She was just mouth slightly open. My plant's still in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
What is that, bud? No, I love when he does this. When he just looks at me.
All right, so now we're going to find a cache, the shipwright. He's looking for a special Sprite Knight. So that's our mission right now. And we're going to ask around and see if anybody's seen him. Oh, Tut Tut.
Tut Tut.
It's nice that you can go back to these villages and the villagers have different dialogue.
Yeah. This game does a lot of things that I really enjoy, even though it is all an ice level.
Yeah. And it works to its strength, but like I feel like there's more diversity in we're going to talk about it again, Ys.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Even though it's all on an island, there's mountains, there's caves,
there's swamps,
beaches, there's
beach,
swamps.
There's
temples.
Yeah. Not to mention like underground. Like you go into underground areas and you jump times.
Yeah.
So like you explore in the current time and then you explore in the past before things like get eroded. Yeah, I feel like that has become like my new favorite game.
Cool. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Because you have yet to play this.
Correct.
You've only seen me play it twice.
Yes.
You saw me play it when I first downloaded it and
time.
during this playthrough. Would you have an interest in playing it?
I feel like in the future, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be down to play it. Mainly because I have seen the menu, because I think that's my biggest thing.
That makes sense,
if
though.
I can't understand the menu, then I just feel very lost and I don't do as well because I'm not equipping things. I'm not changing armor and weapons and costumes and applying different things that help them throughout the game. I'm not utilizing as much as I could be utilizing.
That makes sense.
So it's like if I don't get the menu, I tend to not have as much fun.
Okay. I mean, menus are very important, especially in RPGs.
Yeah.
That's where all your shit is. From like skills to like spells and equipment. And like if you're doing poorly in an RPG, 9 chances out of 10, like there's something in the menu that you haven't been properly utilizing.
Yeah.
There's something you've been neglecting, whether it's your equipment,
and
not
it's
knowing how
like,
your accessories work.
I did that with, there was a part in Ys where I had to like go fishing for this big ass fish. It was a side quest.
Yeah.
And I just like could not get it. And I wasn't understanding like why I couldn't get it. And then it turns out you can craft fishing equipment to like have stronger equipment to handle bigger fish. And I didn't do that. So I had to like go craft my fishing equipment.
Yeah.
And then I caught the sucker.
That is very common in video games. Someone brought it up in a video I was watching because I like watching other YouTubers for inspiration and to also be like, oh, cool, I could try that. Because I don't want to feel stale.
Right.
But I also don't want to like spend too much time on an idea.
Right.
To like strike that balance. But
oh, hey there, kid.
they pointed out it's just like there's a lot of games that'll like stop your progress to be like, hey, go fishing to progress the story. So like that's just gonna happen.
Well,
it's just like if you catch this fish,
I don't think
you can
it's
access
ever
the next part.
I don't think it's ever been like I have to go fishing in Ys.
No, that big fish like was required.
It was a side quest.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a side quest. So, and for the game, like Adol, the main character, he gets like approval points throughout the game, and the more approval points you get, the better the ending is.
Yeah.
So, and you get approval points by completing side quests for the other characters, for giving them gifts that they can use, and for finding things that they can use in whatever section that they're helping with in the village. And it just so happens that the one character was like, hey, I've had a problem with this big fish in this area. Like, if you could catch him for me, that'd be great.
Okay.
So, and then you catch this big fish, and it feeds the whole village.
Okay.
So, it, like...
Well, there's no fishing in I Am Setsuna.
Yeah.
They're all frozen.
Yes. So, like, and your approval points go up for everyone because you caught enough to feed everyone. So, it just, like, it helps you in the long run, but it was not, like, a necessary thing to progress the story.
Okay.
It was a side quest.
Whereas there's fishing in Link's Awakening, and, like, it's not as developed as Ys, but I still like it.
I absolutely, because I do it in Ys too all the time, where it's like, oh my god, hurry, the whole island is erupting and we need to get out of here. Want to go fishing? Yeah. Like,
hang on, I caught a whopper.
I know. But I just love it. And each character like has different things that they say while they're fishing.
The primordials
and,
have migrated. Hold on, I got myself
hang on, I got a big
here.
one. And it's so funny because Donna, like, I have all of like my fishing equipment equipped to her, because she can pull in like bigger fish.
Mm-hmm.
And she like caught a giant shark in the one area, and she goes, "Well, this isn't bad." I was like, "Donna, it's bigger than you." Like,
Oh, sweet summer child.
I love her.
All right, so at the task at hand, we need to find a special sprite knight for a cache. And he could find a way to turn a ship into an airship.
Sorry, a cash. I only have a coin.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so funny.
No, I gotta give you props. I had a little chuckle from that one.
Sometimes I feel like your laughs are just like, this poor girl.
I mean, I do it too. Sometimes I'm just like, no, that's a good one. And then other times I just go, and then just stare at you like, really? This is what my life has been reduced to?
Yep.
Ah, well. I'll cherish every moment.
Don't do it, puppers.
Leave him alone. Focus on this.
I can feel him.
Focus on the, Astro Lance. We can't use it because she up and left. So we'll just keep this in store because she'll be coming back.
She'll be coming
What are
down
you?
the fountain when she comes.
Uh-huh, yep.
We
Shroom
made
back.
that joke already.
Yes, in this playthrough.
Yes.
I don't mind repeating jokes, just repeat jokes in a different playthrough so people will know.
Oh, no, I recycle all the same jokes.
Shiny boots!
Shiny boots! Oh my god, I found where I pulled that from.
Oh.
It was from Gravity Falls.
No.
Yes. There's a police officer that's making fun of Dipper, and he goes, "City boy, city boy." And I was like, oh my god, it's Shiny Boots. Like, I had a nice little moment downstairs in the dining room while I was painting.
It's all come together.
It's like where I did that like movement where I was looking for someone to share the excitement with, but no one was there.
Oh, okay.
Bubka got scared and ran away.
Of course she did.
Like, oh, she's getting excited. I'm out of
I
here.
know.
It's Nom all over again.
I love it. I bought a cat tree specifically for her that I put by the window. And like she has come to like it.
Mm-hmm.
She sits up on the top tier.
She does, yes.
Which is why I got it for her. Because I've taken all of her other like high things away that she could like perch on.
Two of the cats use it. The other one's just like, listen, I know I'm desperate for death, but I know that'll kill me.
Yeah. I did put, when I first put it together, I did put Milo in the hammock, and he did enjoy the hammock for a minute.
Aw.
But Luna uses the scratching post on it, and then Bubka sits on the top. And I have to walk past it to go to my easel, because I have like my easels set up in the dining room since the upstairs where my art studio is. It's really, really hot right now. And every time I walk past, she freaks out like she's going to run away. And I completely ignore her because that's the only way that she won't run away is if I ignore her. Mm-hmm. And then I sit down and I can feel her like calm down, but she stares at me the whole time.
Oh.
Waiting for me to move again. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as I stand up, she bolts. And it makes me so mad. Like, cat, just sit there. I'm not going to move you.
Yeah. So I'm using a different team this time, and I'm getting mixed results. Because I'm like, all right, I got these other characters. I'll use them a bit. Oh, they're dying.
And this is why I don't use them.
They're dropping like flies. I don't have the A team here. Kerr, come on.
Kerr's like, I'm tired.
Sorry.
I'm hungry. My legs are small. I'm currently poisoned. Can't you see me flashing? I'm tired.
Check this out.
My only weapon is a stick.
Shut up, Kerr. Marvel.
I love that he either knows immediately what it is or he's like, I've never seen that before in my life.
Okay, so this is linked to Julian. So we need to find Julian if we're going to open the gate. It's all going to come together.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. And here comes the cash. What did you find?
I found a nickel.
I found a nickel. He's Scrooge McDuck. Diving into a bunch of coins.
I think it was Family Guy made a joke on that where
Where you,
Peter dives
you
into a bunch of coins
smash
and he
into it.
smashes and breaks
Yep.
all his bone and he goes, "Coins are a solid."
So there we go. He pointed out, well, going back to previous villages isn't that hard because the distortions are gone. So you can take shortcuts.
Okay.
Because the distortions were kind of like railroading you to be
Yeah.
like, well, this is
So
your
you-
path. You
where
can't
you
just
have to
explore
go a
the whole
certain way.
area. Whereas I've mentioned this a couple times. I don't mind when the world opens up more as I progress. It feels like the world's evolving along with the narrative.
Yeah.
2, I'm not as intimidated.
Right.
When it gradually opens up and like as I get
Versus
stronger,
you start out and it's just like, here you go.
here you go. And I'm just like, oh, that's nice. Structure be damned.
Yeah.
Like, I like structure in the games that I play. Just like some kind of like purpose.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just like, go out, have fun. I'm just like, I can have fun in a fucking playground. I can go outside. Like,
Yeah.
give me structure. Give me purpose.
Give me liberty.
Nope, they gave me death. They said,
Woof.
all right, we're taking... Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I was about to heal.
Setsuna! It's up to you, baby girl.
Hang on. I got a fog stone.
Setsuna's like, oh, shit.
Flee! And get a tiny little bit of EXP. Itty bitty living space.
So that didn't work.
Well.
I didn't expect Endir to fall of all people. I knew Kerr was going to plop.
Yeah.
I said, give it a couple
I feel like
turns, that
Kerr-
kid'll plop.
I feel like Kerr sees an enemy and he's like, okay, I'll just lay down. Like,
Because, like, I like using Kerr because Fire 2 can really decimate enemies because it's an ice game. If you have a fire spell, it's going to be super effective.
yeah.
But Kerr, like, he can't take it. He can't take the hits. So now we're back with the A team. And IDR, Endir, and Setsuna. Decimate them!
So, we were talking earlier, I think it was in a different playthrough, actually, but I'm looking at doing a craft show at a Comic-Con,
Okay.
and I was just thinking, I wonder if I could get some of Setsuna's hair pieces done in time.
Ooh. That'd be cool.
I think it'd be really fun to sell, like, little hair barrettes.
Mm-hmm. Ew. All right. So they have poison. They have a poisonous morning breath.
Me too.
You're a shroomback. There we go. Took care of that one. And IDR is like, so listen, because I'm the MVP and carrying all the weight, could you kindly heal me from this poison?
I know he's like, I'm a
Would it be
flashing.
too much to ask?
I'm a flashing.
There we go.
Splish, splash, I flash.
You're just full of them today, aren't you?
I think so.
Well, let's keep it going.
That's because I made myself espresso.
Okay.
That's what's in this giant 32-ounce cup.
Jesus, okay. So that's the key. So I'm just like, we're going to do a lot of commentary today. You got to be like, well, fire up the espresso.
Yeah.
Fire up the espresso machine if we're doing a lot of commentary.
My espresso pulls 4 shots of espresso. So it's like I put it in the big cup.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it. All right. Don't get excited.
I will always be excited by coffee.
Oof. Ooh. Oh, okay. So he like slams into the ground and does a shockwave. That's what's hurting everybody.
Oh.
Alrighty. So yeah, beat the ground. So he smacks the ground and then the shockwave hits you. So like it's a small damage and then a big damage afterwards.
Okay.
To where it fools you to where it's just like, oh, that's not so bad. And then another one hits and you're just like, oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh. And Kerr just, I guess, got hit by one of those, and it's just like,
Good night, world.
He's the only one left. Goodbye.
and now it's gone.
And then there was none.
Hooray! And you're leveled up.
And look at just like all the stat bonuses we're getting with Blunt Blow.
I love it.
That's like my favorite skill to use. Well, it kind of breaks the game because like when you level it up more, it gets like paralysis abilities.
Yeah.
And like if you use your momentum, it can also heal your party.
That's one thing, again, I'm sorry I keep talking about it. I'm real excited, and I'm making a video on it for later. But in Ys, like, if you fortify your village, you can, like, put effects on your barricades and your lures.
Yeah.
So, like, all of my lures have paralysis on them. So whenever one of the monsters, like, bites my lure, it's paralyzed for a minute.
Okay, so this is interesting. I learned this. In most RPGs, when your party's confused, like when a member of your party is confused, they'll sometimes either miss or attack other party members.
Yeah.
In I Am Setsuna, that doesn't happen. Instead, you take damage every time you deliver damage.
Oh.
That took me a while to realize because I'm just like, okay, it's not confused like any other RPG.
Yeah.
What is happening here? So I had to pay attention, and yet you take damage when you attack an enemy. So see, like a little bit like chunked off when I did that attack,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't seem by much, but also
It'll
if
add
you're not
up.
paying attention.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck's killing me?
Yeah. You are. You're killing you.
You're your own worst enemy. But yeah, I had to find that out the hard way.
Obtained a red olive.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what recipe that go good with, but we got a red olive.
Bum, 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 ba, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum.
There's a chance that's not the melody that plays.
I know.
Because like each of these little islands has their own like
Has a different.
overworld theme. That is my personal favorite
Yeah,
though.
mine too.
Dum, 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 dum. All right, we're going to rest up before we enter Royburg because there's a boss fight coming up.
Is everybody's name Roy?
Sure. So this is Roy and Roy. Snub-nosed Roy. And finely chiseled Roy. Finely chiseled Roy.
Snub-nosed Roy?
Alrighty. Okay, so monsters have invaded the village. We gotta take them out. But first, a word from our sponsor. Raid Shadow Legends. Which is every goddamn gaming YouTube channel right now. But seriously, we're gonna, I think, stop at some houses first. Get all stocked up. Because the way this is set up is it's like wave after wave of monster, and then it's capped off with the boss battle.
Okay.
So like if you start
so you need some stuff.
with like low health and like you didn't heal up beforehand, which is why I used a tent right before I entered the village.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, everybody, rest up. We got a big day tomorrow. Big day.
Big day.
Really? That was what did it? The
Tuna girl. She's just like, yeah.
Like he clapped and I came.
Don't. Just don't. You had that look like, You gave me the Shiva squint.
I did give you the Shiva squint.
It's funny how you're just like, well, Vixie, when I look at her, I see nothing but attitude. I'm just like, pot, meat, kettle.
Well, like, because Vixie is always squinting her eyes. Like, she's always got this, like, like, the little Daenerys, like, like, she's always got this little bit of attitude, whereas Wesker often looks confused, which I just find freaking adorable.
My
but, like,
buddies.
he'll open up his eyes, and he just, like, stares at you, and it's so cute. And then, like, he'll go from, like, wide-eyed looking at you when you're just like, he's seeing into my soul. And then he squints at you, and I'm just like, oh.
Uh-oh.
What do you want?
He didn't like the soul he saw into.
Oh, he is just like,
I see into your soul. Oh. Oh.
So I just feel like Wesker is more expressive than Vixie. Vixie has one expression, and it's attitude. Like,
Okay.
whereas Wesker has a whole array of facial expressions.
Okay.
But it's really funny because we've come to find out. So, like, when we met, it was you and Wesker and me and Luna. And you were so much like my cat. And I am so much like your dog.
Yeah.
Like, personality-wise, and it's so funny.
Yeah. That is quite amusing.
I'm downstairs cooking, and I know when you're hungry because you'll trot down. Is there anything I can help with?
You probably hear my feet the way you hear, like, Wesker click clack.
I know. I'm just like, oh no, he's coming. And then Wesker will just, like, lay down randomly, like, I'm going to take a nap. And I do that. I'm just like, I'm going to go lay down for a little bit.
Yep. Yep.
He gets really happy and he, like, trots around. Luna just sits there and judges from a distance.
Oh, yeah.
Angel voiced little Roy.
Ah. Oh, even the little kids are going to be Roy.
They're all named Roy.
They're all named Roy.
It's Royburg.
Good
Everyone's
point.
named Roy.
I do decree that everyone in this village is named Roy.
Roy.
Carry on, children, carry on.
My name used to be Angela. It's Roy now.
But I'm an angel-voiced little
Roy.
I feel like that tone should just be like a censor over the last word. So instead of like girl, boy, woman, man, it's just Roy.
Okay.
Girl. Sorry, I just turned into Groove. for a
Innocent looking
second.
little Roy. I mean, that one kind of works. I
Yeah.
just got to change the letter. And you are flat-nosed little Roy. It's kind of fun.
It is. I like it.
White-toothed little Roy. White-tooth? What kind of description is that? White-tooth? I've heard of chip-tooth.
I like. Does everyone else in there have like neon green teeth? Like,
Do they have wooden teeth?
we all have one set of teeth that are white, and
Look
we
at 'em
share
come.
them between all the villagers.
Kerr's like, I have a twig.
He's like,
Can we please address it? I have a fucking twig.
I have a stick. I feel like this whole game is just in Kerr's head, and he's just like twirling around in the forest somewhere with a stick. Like,
I did that as a child.
oh, so did I.
I took a stick and I was just like, adventure! Da,
Oh, yeah.
da, 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 da.
It's like, it's funny because my mom always like, there was a moment in time where she was like, we were raised Catholic, and it was just like, oh, you have to be Catholic and do Catholic things. And then like once I started to grow up a little bit and I became like obsessed with witches and like I would make believe that I was like that we were witches in the backyard and stuff, she'd be like, maybe you should just be Wiccan. And I like hated the idea because there were just so many rules. And but I would definitely make potions in the backyard
Oh,
with like twigs and berries and sticks and like
yeah?
stir in my little cauldron.
So see what I mean? It's like wave after wave, no breaks in between.
Yeah.
And I think there's like, I don't even think a break, but just like a moment where you can access the menu right before the boss fight.
My mom would get really mad because then there would just be giant holes in the backyard.
Oh, well, alrighty then.
So that was my cauldron. I didn't like actually have a cauldron. I didn't make one.
You just made a cauldron. Very cool.
My dad would go to cut the grass. Who the fuck got a hole? Like, sorry.
Okay. All right. So in the next part, we're going to carry on to the boss fight because it's a big battle.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Toodles. Here, dig a
when he killed the...
toodaloo. Death.